It's 9:30. I would like somebody to take my watch. You can take my watch. See, it's 9:30? Yeah. And we're just going to place it on the table in front of you. Yeah. Don't let anyone touch it. One of the most important things I believe in is one of the richest commodities we have. It's time. Everything we do is based upon time. The time we were born, the time we die, all gets documented. Everything we do in life is time. You go and travel or go to the airport, right? And on your boarding pass, it tells you what time to go to the gate. It tells you also what time the gate is closing. It tells you whether you're going to miss your flight or not. So you have to pay attention to time. We in the Western world, we write time like this, something like that, right? Or 12, 30, or something like that. Some people are 24-hour clock, military typically. I'm going to use a volunteer. Sir, you look like you're educated. You can sit down, mate, it's okay. Write down a number on this piece of paper. Yes? Anytime you want, on this piece of paper. Anytime you want. And you're going to take the piece of paper. Don't let me see it. And let me know when you're finished and tear the piece of paper out. You wrote a random time down. You wrote the time down. Is there any reason why you wrote the time you wrote down? I'm just curious, is there any reason? Don't tell me the time, but is there any reason? It just came into your mind. So you could have wrote down any of this, or you could have wrote down 9 uur, or you could have wrote down 20 uur. But you wrote down a time on there. I'm going to try and find your time, okay? What I want to do is try and find your time. I find it hard to pierce your mind, by the way. Yeah, take it. And here's why I found it hard. Hypnosis is about compliance. I will explain later why it's about compliance. When you're a hypnotist, you tell someone to do something and they do it. But you tell someone to do something that they do and you have them believe that they thought of that idea themselves. So when they have a positive change, you've told them to do something, but they think it was their idea. And that's how we get that positive change, because humans don't like being told what to do. We don't. We don't like being told what to do. We have to have command and control. Even with a language barrier. You take the pen, you write down the number, it's random. You take the piece of paper. Yes? And then as I look at you, it's like looking through a brick. I normally say...
I'm a bricklayer.
Yeah. Oh, you are? Are you? You're a bricklayer? Oh, this is good. Because I nearly said sponge. How did I know you were a bricklayer? Sorry, here. Okay, you wrote down the time. You've had my watch at all times, haven't you? Okay, can you pick up the watch and tell me what time it is on the watch?
Oh, it's 1:30.
It's 1:30. What did you write down on there? Can you read it out loud? Can you read it out loud, what you wrote, what time you wrote? Nice and loud, show everyone. 1:30. 1:30. Now when you got that watch, that was on 9:30. There you are. Just what you wrote down there. As the crowd in Germany goes wild,